All right, we're live here at the Dirty Mo Media studio, and I'm Dale Jr., and with me is TJ Majors for the Ask Junior segment of the show, brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. How you doing, TJ?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. It's been a fun show so far. We've had a lot to talk about, and the one thing I do want to say is we want to thank Xfinity Mobile for everything they've done for us here at Junior Motorsports at the Dale Jr. Download, Dirty Mo Media. They've been a great partner. And we've been talking about their Xfinity Mobile service. It's thousands and thousands of Wi-Fi hotspots all across the country, giving you all of the access and coming in clutch anytime you need that service to be able to watch NASCAR or whatever it is on your phone on the go. Xfinity Mobile is always going to be there. They're a proud premier partner of NASCAR, and we want to thank them for everything they do for us here. And obviously for taking care of the Xfinity Series. We need those title sponsors. They really keep the thing moving, keep the whole machine moving, and they're so any of the title sponsors that have been a part of the sport over the years, we all should be very thankful for, and Xfinity's been a great one. We got some questions lined up, and we've had a great show so far. I just want to say that Joe Logano is going to call in here in a bit. Justin Allgaier's been on. This part of Ask Junior will not be on Thursday's show. It's going to live on the Tuesday episode coming out today. But let's get to the questions.
Yes. This first question coming from Ben. This is a big moment that happened in the Cup race on Sunday. Any advice for the pace car driver to not crash the next time we go to Phoenix?
Well, listen. So I saw that, and when the pace car is leading the field and he's going to go to pit road, one of the coolest things that you might, one of the great things that I loved about a broadcast, especially with Ken Squire, was they would say the pace car dives on the pit road.
Right.
The pace car doesn't just gradually ease to
list into pit
road.
It
does just
meander.
It dives on the pit road, right?
It dove.
Well, listen, I appreciate the effort, and that
just didn't stick the landing.
It needs to be a deliberate move, right?
Yes.
It has to be a deliberate move. But you also need to know how to drive a car, right? It also is important to understand the laws of gravity and physics. And
Physics.
Yeah. I mean, look, I busted my ass plenty of times. I'm not perfect. But it needs to be a deliberate move. It needs to be, like to your point, it can't be a meandering sort of.
The pace car can't meander to pit road. No.
Got to be a deliberate move. But you also, he maybe needs to take a course, right? Go out,
driving course.
Yeah, driving course with cones.
Yeah.
Take that specific car, though, so you can learn really
do a bunch of reps.
Yeah, so you can really understand the lateral grip and the limits that this car has.
The limits.
Well,
tire test. Bring it to Rockingham.
Listen, it was like, it's like you the guy's no stranger to driving cars.
Yeah.
But it was like he's driving that one for the first time, or it was like he was just taken aback by, he expected more, and the car just didn't deliver. So
it's a setup thing, maybe.
Yeah, I think you take that car. They got all kinds of weight in the back, all that batteries and stuff for those lights and everything. There's a bunch in that car that it's not going to drive exactly like a stock car. And so, seriously, man, you got to take that thing out and drive it a little bit so that don't happen again.
You think NASCAR takes
Warm the
it
tires up
and tears it down to see what the issue was?
Yeah.
Put it on the DVP.
Yeah.
So this is like in the Red Bull soapbox races.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
The people build those things, right? And the first time they drive it is down that
hill.
Sometime I think the first time they drive it, and the first time it really goes through the rigors of this can't be the way we are with the pace car. Mm-hmm. You got to get in there and drive it. Does he need to go and do some donuts in the parking lot just to kind of understand where the level of grip's at?
Get his confidence back a little bit. Yeah.
Right. I mean, so, there's a little racetrack out next to Vegas. When they go to Vegas, go out there and just try to warm up. Try to spin it out out there. Yeah. Try to bust your ass a few times.
We've got rid of practice. I think we need to bring practice back.
That's what it is.
It's more practice time.
Yes.
TJ, you saw all this.
We had more practice time there.
Yes, we did.
So,
but did you see all this go down?
I saw it go down.
I got to say, though, all things considered, that is a tricky corner. I mean, I was running. What race was it? I busted my ass in front of the field there one time. Just nicked the apron and just brought me right around. And so maybe that transition's a little funky.
It's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you did it, it was the old layout more though.
Yeah, maybe.
And it was a little trickier because there was a bump over there in 4.
Yeah.
But
Well,
hey, interesting moment.
Did Brad see it or did you
Yeah,
relay it
a
to
lot
him?
of the drivers saw it and they were like,
man.
the radio chatter was pretty funny.
the pace car just wrecked, and I'm like, I see that.
he's gonna catch hell. He's gonna catch hell. We don't need to pile on.
Oh
No.
no.
But I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Look, if they come up to you and go, "Hey, man, you're gonna throw the pitch out at the game. You're going to Kannapolis.
Oh, you're warming up.
Yeah,
You're getting ready.
You're not gonna walk up there and just the first.
Cold shoulder, just chuck it down.
Now, I don't think this was like a grand marshal or someone new driving the pace car.
No.
I think it was just a quick moment where, like, oh crap! Wait, we're going off. We're diving off. It's a
I
little late.
agree. I agree with his. It has to be
Check
deliberate.
your marks.
The deliberate move has to be made, but there
Yeah.
it's so weird because you have a whole nother straightaway and half of a corner to run before you even get there.
And
so
maybe
is
that-
it really that big of a deal there?
Maybe that pit road entrance is hard because if you want to make your mark and really dive off, you're kind of already going straight. You know,
We
maybe that was it.
Yeah, we made. I made that. I talked about this earlier in the show. So if you want to know, if you want a reference, you can go there. But I made an iRacing post about how we're trying to curate a playlist or a soundtrack for the new upcoming console game for NASCAR through iRacing.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve O'Donnell texted me and said, we should have Enter Sandman in honor of the pace car driver. Last weekend.
That is
Steve
great.
O'Donnell.
Good one,
Great
Steve.
sense of humor.
That is pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah. So next question.
Yes, next question. And we are running a little bit on time, but this is not the last S Junior that we'll be doing this year. So just keep the questions coming. I see all of them, but this next question coming from Brian. You talked to Truex on Saturday, I think it was. What did you say to him? Obviously, it was his final full-time race in the 19.
I just told him that. So I sent him a text message. I tweeted or put a post on Instagram, and I saw him in person. And I think my overriding opinion is, that I have been a fan of his. I have cheered him on his entire career, and he's never made me question my allegiance or loyalty. And I've always appreciated the friend he's been. Now he's shitty at communication. He is terrible at text messages. And if you don't, you might not hear from him for damn months. He's that kind of friend, right? But you'll see him at the hunting lodge and like nothing,
Yep.
like it's all good. But that's just who he is. That's who he is. And I've talked to his brother about it. He's no different to anybody else. He just is not a great communicator. And hey, I don't know. That's who he is. But I don't want to harp on that. I just was like, yeah, man, have some fun. He doesn't seem like it's an emotional thing for him. And I do know he's going to race some more. So he knows he's going to be right back in the car before when the season, I think he's running the Daytona 500 for somebody. So I don't think it's as emotional of a it's not like a hard stop. And so, and he's you could tell over the last 3 or 4 years, he's been kind of debating, contemplating this. And he's kind of at this point in his life where he's like, there's a lot of shit that I love to do. And it was racing alone. And now there's other things in that bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, man, he loves to hunt. He loves to fish. He may not say this because he doesn't want to upset anybody, but he would rather be on that boat fishing than anything else, even racing. And so now he gets to go do that. And he gets to keep racing if he wants. So I'm happy for him. Great dude. And look forward to all the opportunities. It'll be cool because he won't have the stresses of racing. Right or wrong, racing made me a miserable person 90% of the time. Him too. I mean, look, anybody. Ask Kyle Busch. Ask anybody. Like, unless you're winning, you're not happy at all. And, you're okay with a good run, but not, for the most part, all the effort it takes just to run good it doesn't weigh out. And it'll be nice maybe to see how he is. He'll be a completely different person now that he doesn't have that grind either in the middle of that grind or that grind ahead in the coming season. Now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. And he can, plan what he wants to do. Be fishing in Florida or up north, depending on the weather and the time of year. He can go and do whatever he wants, where he wants. He has other businesses going on in the background that continue to allow him to have that flexibility. So it'd be cool to see. Because I'm around him during the hunting season, and it's always in the back of the year, and it's always in that stressful part. And so when I'm spending most of my time with him, it's in the tougher part of the year when he's really kind of as miserable as he's going to be. And so it'll be fun to see him kind of loosen up.
You mentioned Joey Logano's calling in. I do not want to keep our newly crowned 3-time champion waiting,
Sure.
So this is a good place to ask Junior.
I appreciate everybody sending in the questions this year. We're going to do some more shows this year. This is, usually this is the last show of the year in our lineup in years past. But this year we're going to keep creating content, keep doing shows throughout the off season. So stay tuned. Amy's going to be a big part of what we're going to do throughout the winter. We'll have some more Ask Junior. So just kind of follow all of our social handles, Dirty Mo Media or mine, to kind of stay abreast of when our shows will be coming out throughout the winter time. But we're going to keep having some fun here at the table up until Christmas, and appreciate everybody, and hope you're having a good week.